The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
And I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way.
Hey, Nick, go handle our light work.
Bowl games matter.
I would like a cold cut sandwich.
Attaboy, Happer.
You can call him Eamon Owens because he ain't got no D and he ain't got no J.
James Madison.
Turn your body cams off. Do what you do.
Mookie, I loved seeing your face when the Caesar line Attaboy Harper played, and you just closed your eyes in shame of like, oh, that one hurt. Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday. We got quite the show for you. We're bombing in here. I'm coming from practice with the boys. I just got things set up like 2 minutes ago. I'm a little stressed out, a little anxious. It's all good though, because we got an awesome show. Scott's here. Scott, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. I needed this. I've been looking forward to this. I'm kind of happy we're just going by the seat of our pants here, just flying in hot. Fuck it.
It's
I was like, I know I felt bad because I showed up later than usual. Like I went to go log on before I ate dinner. I'm like, okay, well, no studio setup and no Mike's got practice. And that was just before 7. And then I'm like, scrambling, trying to get everything done before the show. And I look up, I'm like, oh man, I'm on CP time. It's already 7:50. I'm going to be so late. I hit that refresh button. I'm like, yo, where's the studio? Like, is it, I had that thought for a moment. I was like, is it Tuesday? No, yes, it's definitely Tuesday.
I got out of the shower and I saw the text from Mookie that was like, yo, are we having a show or should I click buttons? I'm like, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't touch a thing. Mookie, sorry, I didn't want to leave that up to you. How you feeling, man?
It's cool, man. Like, I feel like I'm on the same train as y'all because this week has already been despite the eclipse yesterday, just some shit. So, like, glad to be here, bombed in hard. Like, that's the perfect way to say it. Like, we're gonna turn this week around, boys. We can do it.
We didn't get raptured yesterday. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping.
Oh, was that a thing? Were we supposed to? I missed that.
Yeah,
part.
that was. I mean, every event.
COVID failed us. The eclipse failed us. Like, when are we gonna get this mass extinction we've been promised?
I've been waiting for it. I saw the memes that were like dinosaurs that were like, we thought it was an eclipse.
Yeah,
too.
Dude,
like,
and I'm like, yo, just let it happen, man.
Just take us out.
We have. I've seen all the documentaries. I'm like, yo, we have messed this all up. We need a cataclysmic event to just wipe it all out and start over, man.
Clean house.
Yeah,
man.
humans,
Clean
we have fucked it, dude.
Gabe pointing out I'm in green too today, and it is chroma keying out a little bit. I thought for sure. So Mookie was kind enough to get us all some kits to honor Caesar. So all of us have Liverpool kits that Mookie got us. They all say Caesar on the back, and mine is green. And I was like, Mookie, we have green screens. I don't. We didn't think this one all the way through, buddy. I mean, don't worry. I got a blue screen. I can go blue screen and it'll be fine. Still chroma keying. So I apologize. We're just dealing with it because it's worth it. This thing feels nice. I like it.
I mean, dude, it's a sick ass fit. Like, let's be real. Like it
is.
I think we've got great coverage here too, because we got Mike in the alternate third, after his heritage. Scott's the classic red, and I'm over here rocking the goalkeeper purple. Like, we got a full squad, boys. I'm ready.
I loved it. Did you ask us? Because I would have. I feel like I told you red. Like, I don't know why, but either way, red's my favorite color. So if you nailed that by mistake, like, I'm like super happy when I saw the package sitting there. I was like, oh shit, he got me the red one. Hell yes.
Yeah, I ordered it before I asked you guys, and I was like, oh shit, I should have asked him. And I like texted you. I was like, oh cool. Like, the guys told me what, and then Jenna looks at me. She goes, why would it matter? You already ordered them. Whether Scott said red or not, it's like the shit's already in the mail. Well, like we could switch them around. Maybe I don't know.
That's classic.
Yeah, it all worked out.
I love it. But thank you, dude. Seriously, thank you.
Appreciate you.
It's the least we can do for our guy. Forever in our hearts. Even when I'm cheering to see you go 2-2 with United, so that Arsenal stay top of the table. But I still love you, dog. Still love you.
This is the first soccer kit I've ever owned. I've never owned a soccer jersey before, so it's pretty cool that the first one is for
there's more where that came from. Just don't ask for FC Cincinnati because we apparently don't rate enough for the knockoff market to put our shit out. So
and not even the paint one, the canvas one.
So I checked it because, again, friend of the show Matt Barr was like, dude, why haven't you checked out DHgate? Well, I have, and it's been sitting in my cart forever. I went to the game this weekend and my buddies finally showed up from DHgate, and it is awful. Like they took different parts of different jerseys and stitched them together in a general form that is the canvas cut for FC. Oh my lord, it was $12. I mean, you can't really get that upset either, though.
It's like a sore meat. You can't beat it. We got an awesome show for you guys today. That's a Papa B.
I know. Right there. And every time I hear it, I forget that it's a thing. I'm always like, oh, I'm going to steal that one. That's so good. And then 2, I'm like, the first thing I think is like, that's a Papa B special. That's good, man. That is so good. I love it.
He's been saying that since before I knew what it meant. Like
it's so
like it's like a sore meat, can't beat it. And my teachers are probably like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I just love the idea that like at one point in time, like it was just okay to say that around kids. Like they said, like you could say that and nobody would bat an eye. Now it's like if you say that, it's like, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the children talking about your sore meat. It's like, yo, it's whatever, man.
The 90s were a wild time, man.
I miss them so much, dude. Take me back.
Back when life was good, you know.
Seriously, dude.
Life
take
was
me
pure,
back.
You know, like you didn't have to
sitting
worry
there
about
thinking
shit.
about it earlier, dude. I was sitting there thinking about it earlier, just getting mad about how the kids, it's like their worst days is like over spring break. It's like, the Wi-Fi is acting up. I'm like, man, I wish I had Wi-Fi problems as one of my top 10 list of things that sucked when I was a kid. My Wi-Fi is acting up.
Yeah, try like someone picked up the phone downstairs and now your gaming shit's all broke and you got to wait another 4.5 hours for it to download. Like,
try
not having internet. Try I'm bored. Okay, well then go outside. Like that was the thing. It wasn't. I was 14 when that shit was going on. Are you kidding,
dude?
Well, that's what it was.
My version was gonna be, how about I don't have internet because we're poor and the only way I get to use it was when I go over to my friend's house. First world problems. Like that was my version, not somebody picked up the phone. You richer.
I mean, this is where I benefit from being able to claim I'm just a tad bit younger, so it's just a little cheaper back then.
That's
wasn't that much different. But
yeah, I'm expecting a phone call. You have to get off the computer.
Oh god, that was the worst. Or even worse, when they just interrupted your damn phone call. Like I didn't mind, I'm gonna boot you off the computer. It was another pain in the ass when they picked up the phone and were like, hey, get off the phone. I'm expecting a phone call. I told you to get off the phone 2 hours ago. Yo, man. All right. There's no reason to blow up my spot on the damn phone, though. Like, all right, man. I'll talk to you later. Shit. Fucking hey, man.
And then they invented.
What did you just say? Oh, I thought you
What was that? Nothing. Nothing. I said I'd call him back. Motherfucker.
If you thought this show couldn't get older, we're also going to talk Masters tonight. So it's tonight, everybody.
Get out your walkers, folks.
It's going to be old. It's going to be white. Buckle up, everybody.
Man.
Also, we got to talk Coach Cal leaving Kentucky. That was a curveball I did not see coming last night. That was wild.
Oh my God! Did you see his farewell speech?
Yes.
His 4 minute farewell to BBN. Oh my God, dude! We got to talk about it. We
will get to that. I also the women's college basketball championship got it right. The one thing that nobody can ever say is wrong with the women's college basketball championship. We'll talk about that tonight.
How about the 3-point line?
I don't know this. The Chiefs are leaving Kansas City. They might be moving to Kansas City. That's a crazy story we got to get to, too. All of that plus whatever random stuff we end up talking about and not getting any of it. We'll talk all of that later on. Before we do, though, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking. Rate them on the Caesar scale. Dog or no dog. Scott, what's in your mug? Is it a dog or not?
So last week, I like my theme. So last week it was the carrot cake beer, and I kept it local with Sonder. This week, I also kept it local. Braxton.
Don't tell me you got the one I almost picked up.
Braxton and Graders have a lemon meringue pie collaboration, dude. And when I saw carrot cake sitting on the shelf next to lemon meringue pie, I was like, Well, this is simple. I didn't even look at the description of the lemon meringue pie. I just picked it up. It is, in fact, a beer liner style ale with lemon, vanilla, and cinnamon. And when I say this is a dog, I feel like I'm underselling them. Think of your favorite dog as a puppy and him being able to live forever. That is this beer.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Like it's, and you know what's funny is it's really simple. I mean, because if I remember correctly, the percentage is only it's 5%, which is slightly more than the carrot cake was at 4.8. But it's just like the smoothest drinker you ever did have. Like the cinnamon's not too strong. It's refreshing as hell. It's delicious.
I'm so mad.
And it's not like super sweet either.
Because I saw that on the shelf. I was like, well, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But then I was like, let's see what else they got. And I ended up picking up something else. I'm so mad right now that I didn't get that.
You need to make sure you get it before they take it away.
Cake. Because that's the real tragedy is if you're going to get a dessert that has a fucking vegetable in it. Like that's the problem.
Don't you talk smack about carrot cake, sir.
We will go toe to toe on this one. I will stand on that hill.
Oh, and also that fits in with the theme too. The lemon meringue pie. Like that's such an old person dessert. But I love fucking lemon meringue pie. Like it's an old people dessert. I remember when my grandma would make lemon meringue, I was like, I don't fucking like lemon meringue pie. And then I had some grandma's lemon meringue pie. That shit was good. And I was like, it's fucking old ass person dessert, but I'd smash whenever grandma made one of them shits.
Well, dude, because
that's how I learned
pie and you wouldn't feel full. Like that was the
because it was just that gel. Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah.
Sarah also, Mookie, upset with you. Shut your GD mouth, Mookie.
Again, if you're trying to make me a dessert, keep your vegetables out of it, man.
No, carrot cake. Don't you talk bad about carrot cake. And Scott Robert said that's his next baking attempt.
Dude, yeah, go for it, man. You just gotta, it's all about making sure that the crust is the key, because if you overcook that shit, it ruins the whole damn pie.
I mean, just watch the episodes of Burrish Baking Show where they make meringue. It's fascinating, like, the stuff they can do with meringue.
Mookie, what are you drinking?
I've been thinking about this for a minute. I'm not going to fuck this up by getting cute. So tonight I have Sweet Baby Jesus from DeClaw Brewing Company.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You got like real alcohol tonight?
Sweet Baby Jesus. I also got a sixer of a little something downstairs.
Oh my god. Mookie's back. Hold on. Does that mean what I think it means?
Yeah, buddy.
Wait, you're drinking real alcoholic beer?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a Preggers?
Oh, we got pregnant!
Let's go!
I did my husbandly duty. We got this shit.
I was going to say, you didn't have the air horn ready for yourself, dude?
Yeah,
I feel like that's a swing and a miss. But
about even just getting this shit out right. Like, honestly,
hey, congratulations, dude. Wait to hold that for the show too. Good shit.
Also,
man.
I'm really mad at Jenna for being here pre-show and not saying a damn word.
No, I'm surprised she held that back. Damn.
So things aren't going badly, but she was like, so then I would have to like be presentable, and I don't feel like that right now.
I'm so freaking pumped for you, man. That's great.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, so October 20th, I can't believe I didn't give this away before now. It's been terrible. I've been telling the cashiers at Kroger, I've been telling the McDonald's workers at the drive-thru, anyone that's like safe, I've just been letting it slip, like throwing it out there. Like,
did you get any like freebies because of it? Like, has McDonald's been like, you know what? That shake machine isn't really broken. Here you go. I got you. Like, congratulations.
You know what? I probably should pick
No, because corporate has limits. Not even a baby isn't reason enough for them to fire that bad boy. Because what if somebody fucks around and the car behind him sees that shit? Yeah. Then they're like, "Oh, look, I saw that motherfucker get a shake. I want a shake." They're like, "Nah, bro, it's broke."
It just
yeah. And we got one shake out of it. It was that guy, and now it's broke again. Like,
I will say I've gotten a lot of great free advice, and I mean that in absolute honesty. Like, just
oh my god,
yeah, right. So this was the Valentine's Day present from Jenna, because again, like everything in our lives, we met in January, we got engaged in January, we got married in January, and we got pregnant in January. So it's just like
that's
just had to.
Do you know what day you got pregnant in January?
Like the 28th.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
hoping you fucked on my birthday and got pregnant on my birthday.
Oh, I mean, we probably did, but like,
I mean, yeah, you probably did.
this is the
but
winning
I mean,
shot,
that was-
if you will. You know,
Yeah.
we putting in work. We're getting shots up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Follow up was, I was hoping you were fucking on my birthday. Like that was the worst thing.
now I'm gonna ask for real though, because I'm
No, I just meant in terms of like the conception on my birthday. That's all. I mean, otherwise, yeah, I don't really give a shit.
I mean, you busted
Mookie,
it on
congratulations,
top of it,
man. That is amazing.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Also, I'm glad it wasn't me at like one of those McDonald's windows. I'd be like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I said $8.64. Like, look, your kid. I work for a minimum wage, my guy. Like, do you want salt or ketchup for that? Like, I don't give a shit.
Yo, just cut to the chase. Like, give me your shit.
Right? Like, bro, this transaction is a one-way ticket. Like, I don't give a fuck
we
about
don't need to be talking about that.
your life events.
Yo, clock is ticking here. I gotta push.
Did you say barbecue or sweet and sour, my guy?
No. I'm gonna be a dad. I don't give a fuck. Barbecue or sweet and sour.
Motherfucker, I've done it 4 times. That's how I'm working at McDonald's on the weekend. Like, it's not special. You're not special.
I love the
Oh.
comments. I didn't even see the comments, but as you were saying it, Sarah was asking, "Are you making an announcement?" Tyson said, "Did it happen? Did you drop a
Yes.
load?" I've got some congrats from Robert and Rex and Scott and Gabe.
Yeah, I do
Sarah hit
appreciate
you with
y'all.
a huzzah. That's pretty. And
That's-
then Rex
that's hard.
also rightfully pointing out,
Yes, there
"Oh
will
God,
be 2
there will be 2
So
degenerate
that is
gamblers now."
the best part of this is so this weekend we will be opening the Wyborski baby pool. So I'll be sure to share the link. The concept so far is we'll have a series of prop bets. You'll score them, confidence rake them, and then we'll split the pot up as you would. But keep your eyes peeled for that. Get some action. Get some action on my action, right?
I love it. That's
So
sick.
September, like you got like shit to do, huh?
Apparently so.
I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be in Mexico for a week in September. So like, don't steal my shine, dude. Don't make Mike come on here by himself. Tell that baby to keep cooking.
Oh, we're good. Like someone made a comment like, "Man, you guys won't make if FC makes a run, you won't be at the playoff games." I was like, "The hell I won't." Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'll be fine. Like, we paid for 2 tickets. I'll flip one and turn a profit. It'll be fine. So
Man, you went full on with the theme too, Mookie. I'm impressed at this sweet baby Jesus, and then the dad had. Well done, Mookie.
Thank you.
Well
I spent a lot of time in jungle gyms trying to find the right bottle or whatever, and then I saw this. I was like, oh, that's easy. Like, not to mention, it is a dog. It's a good fucking beer.
It is a great beer.
Go out and get yourself.
Scott, do you know
Wait,
some
no
baby
shit. I
Jesus?
completely forgot, or I didn't even hear what you were drinking. Like I got lost
Sweet-
on it.
Sweet
Oh,
baby
Sweet
Jesus.
Baby Jesus. Oh,
Yeah.
that's like the
Yeah.
first. Oh, that's a classic.
Right? Exactly. And like,
I think that still might hold the record for the most accurate peanut butter chocolate like combo flavor,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
nailing the profile. Like
it's a very sippable 6.2%. So we're going from 0 to 6.2, baby.
After not drinking for all this time, you're firing off with the 6.2% peanut butter chocolate stout. Man after my own heart right there.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Mookie.
Thanks, guys.
and you want to know why?
Again,
Because
I've
it's
been
stout
crazy
season,
about
baby.
it.
That's why you're doing it.
Appreciate y'all,
Always.
and I do not to get
Cheers,
super
Mookie.
happy, but I do appreciate the support of the group, my co-hosts, and everyone. It's not been fun, but it's been a journey that I won't regret, and hope to support others the way y'all supported me. So again, thank you for all that.
Love you, man. Sarah wanting to know, were you only drinking NA on the show? So outside of the show, were you drinking regular beers? No, not like after you found out everything. So you kept this ruse up by drinking non-alcoholic beers on the show, but outside of the show, you were boozing it up. Like you went to FC games and you were getting trashed.
Not until this weekend.
Okay, all right.
I was straight edge pretty much up until then. I had a couple beers at some family barbecues.
Did Mookie's audio go out for anybody else or just me?
Yeah, I was just making sure that it wasn't just me. I was like, did I die?
I
Was
thought-
Mookie's audio out?
Wait, I think you're back
Is it
now,
back?
Mookie. Yeah, you're back.
God damn it. Well, no, I was.
Did you
straight
drive
up.
through a tunnel?
Who knows? Maybe. I mean, it is Microsoft.
It was really weird.
That was weird. I haven't seen the audio just die like that.
I wonder if
Right.
I bumped record.
I don't know how to even follow that.
Sorry, dude.
No,
Let's talk sports. Woo!
Well, Mike, what are you drinking? Not carrot cake, not lemon
not
meringue.
carrot cake or lemon meringue. I got to go back through all your congratulations to find what you guys in the comments are drinking. Gabe is drinking the Beast of Both Worlds from Lagunitas Brewing, bi-coastal IPA, mixture of East Coast and West Coast IPA, craft root sports inspired, 8% ABV dog. Let's see. Rex has Voodoo Ranger Hop Raider IPA. It's the reluctant dog that Dad doesn't want, but then they end up That's such a good dog, dude.
That's
the dog
nice.
that the Dad doesn't want. It's like, we're not getting a goddamn dog. We're not getting
I started a trend, and now we're gonna describe the dogs instead of like when we used to describe the type of sex we were having. All right, I like this.
We are
It's a
getting
nice little
old
switch.
shit.
This is a nice little switch up to the game.
I wasn't prepared to describe the dog. I'm drinking Seeing Colors from Mad Tree. It's a double juicy IPA.
Oh.
I bought it just for the can art and for the fact that it's
I think I saw that one.
ouncer and it's 9.5%. And I was like, we're gonna get hammered tonight. That's juicy.
Let's go.
It's hoppy. It's really good. It's definitely a dog. Absolutely would crush this one. Highly recommend if you see it in the store, go pick one up. All right, let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking and whether or not it's a dog. Mookie, where do you want to go first, man? Mookie, take the wheel. Where are we going first?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Sweet baby Jesus. You heard it right here first. Man, was not prepared for that. But honestly, let's talk about these college basketball finals. Why not?
All right.
Boom shakalaka!
So the basketball finals happened. It's over now. That's all I really got. I mean, like the women's
takeaway
championship was pretty solid. I thought Caitlin Clark held her own, but just didn't have the supporting cast. South Carolina does what they've been doing all year long, finishes the undefeated season. Mookie, you had a question in our group chat about South Carolina. Is that why you wanted to lead off this way?
A little bit.
You wanted to dangle that carrot?
I do, because honestly, and I know you gave all the credit to Steph last week because he started this, right? He created this opportunity for the women's game, as you pointed out.
So that Caitlin could run.
Exactly right. But the women's game outdrew the men's game this year in terms of money wagered. Also, eyes on the game when it happened. But I also just forgot where I was going. Oh, right. Now I remember. Whew, boy. Remember when I drank? I threw it out there. And I think it was before the actual NCAA tournament started. It was during conference tournaments. And I said, is South Carolina's 3-year run culminating in this year the best 3-year run in basketball compared to Steph Curry's Warriors and Jordan's Bulls? And Mike was so quick to point out, well, they've only won one title in 3 years. I said, give it time. Now they have 2 titles in 3 years. They have a wire-to-wire undefeated season preceded by a undefeated regular season, and the year before that was a national title. So how could you say that anyone's had a better 3-year run in their respective basketball leagues than Dawn Staley's South Carolina Gamecocks?
Scott, you want to take that one?
I can't, and I won't, because I respect the ladies, and I think that this is the most dominant stretch of 3 years that we've ever seen in sports across the board. Mike, back to you.
I also agree. This is definitely the most dominant stretch, 3-year stretch we have ever seen in all of sports history. It's amazing what's been done, and no other athlete or team or organization has ever come even close to holding a candle. Mookie, your thoughts?
Nice. I mean, honestly, like, literally, who's going to beat him?
Not afraid to throw it in the comment section, just lobbing it in. The 90s Bulls, goddammit.
When Rex hits us with a very firm answer like that, him smoking the stogie photo hits extra
so well.
funny. Like it's the 90 Bulls, bitch. That's so great.
It is okay. I do think it is amazing what South Carolina has done. And Mookie, you had also mentioned about Dawn Staley. Can you consider Dawn Staley the greatest female basketball player in the history of the sport? Because
that was Matt Parr. I won't steal that credit.
Oh, Matt, that was Matt Parr.
And I was like, yeah, who else? Pat Summitt. But yeah, that was Matt.
And what Dawn Staley has done as a player and as a coach, like winning gold medals as a player, winning gold medals as a coach, winning national championships as a player, winning national championships as a coach, like she is unreal at what she's done. And I feel like we're at the start of like the next UConn dynasty. Like we had that reign of terror of Gino like taking over women's college basketball. And I feel like now it's Dawn Staley's chance to just step in and dominate the sport for years to come. Gabe is in the comments and he is 100% right. And this is one thing I wanted to talk about with this, because the women's championship game was played at Sunday at 3 p.m. And at first I was like, how disrespectful that you would put this game on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not even prime time. So disrespectful. And then I saw the tip time for the men's game was 9:30 on Monday. And I was like, nope, fuck that. They got it right. Sunday at 3 p.m. is absolutely perfect. Every championship game needs to be played on Sunday at 3 p.m. It is the perfect time. Don't ever change from that spot ever again. Like, men, pay attention. I want the college football final, like the championship game, Sunday 3 p.m. I want the finale of March Madness Sunday at 3 p.m. I want the College World Series Sunday at 3 p.m. That is the sweet spot, man.
The Super Bowl Sunday, 3 p.m. Dude, when we said we were gonna go old, when we said we were gonna go old, I think we knew how old the rundown actually was before I even made those earlier references. This is wild because we are old as shit. 100% agree. Put this shit on. Put these motherfucking games on in a reasonable hour. I am so tired of being tired when I watch these games or not being able to stay up and watch them because these motherfuckers start them so late. Just start them at a reasonable hour. You know, fuck the West Coast. They got everything else greater out there. We ain't got shit here in the Midwest and in the East Coast. So give us sports starting times that are reasonable. If they got to wake up earlier, so the fuck what? Start that shit at 3 o'clock. They'll be that's noon for them. That's good enough.
Lunchtime.
I was gonna say, little lunchtime buffet, little spread out for the game. Like they'll love that. Little avocado sandwiches with their asses out there. That's what they do. Like fuck it. Like everybody wins, and then the rest of their day by 3 p.m. And all I'm asking for is like, oh shit, I can eat dinner. Game's over. I can go to bed. I know who won. I don't have to fucking worry about missing anything. I don't have to worry about stressing myself out of work. I don't have to be team no sleep because the shit started at fucking 9 o'clock. Damn it!
It's so true. Go ahead, Mookie.
Yeah, Sarah's saying the sports version of Tax the Rich.
Amen, damn it.
That was great. Like
for real.
What do you see? And when you guys started this, I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about that. But you're making a real strong argument.
Dude, it's
like
it's
seriously, dude.
Perfect window.
A 9:30 start time is absurd.
Oh no, that's also absurd.
9:30 start time was not the tip time. 9:30 was when the coverage started. They
Oh
didn't tip that ball until 9:42, 9:45. Like
that's insane.
Ridiculous.
Like seriously, that's insane. Like even if I didn't have a bedtime that was an hour and a half before that shit started, ludicrous, dude.
And the worst part about it is it'd be different if it was 9:45 on a Saturday night. Okay, on a Monday, we're starting this game at like 9:45 on a Monday. That's terrible. That is absolutely
Monday
terrible.
To be the only show on TV at that point too, right? Like that's the whole reason they shifted that schedule, because they get Final Four on Saturday and then they get that primetime Monday slot. But that's like way past prime time. I don't know. I'd like to see what the actual numbers are. Because the other part about it, I wonder, is there a part where they're just kind of like, fuck it, it's Purdue and UConn. Like, ain't no one watching this game unless they live in Purdue or UConn. Like, period.
Rex bringing up the correct thing, and this is why they probably started as late as they did, because he said, where did they play? It was in Phoenix this year. They've had the Final Four.
Shit. Fuck that. That's their problem. Like, again.
It would have started at lunchtime. What is the problem? Started at a reasonable hour. Plus, I want to be team see the end of games too, God damn it. And somebody think of the kids. I mean, these kids are staying up till 9:45 to see these games, and you're losing out on valuable. The youth, the next generation, aren't going to be college basketball fans because you motherfuckers are starting this at the wrong time.
Oh, I thought
Time out. Nope, sorry, Mookie. I got to jump in here. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
The captain and team president of Team Fuck Them Kids cannot then say "think of the kids" when he's trying to make an argument. I'm sorry, it's not.
I will use whatever I damn well please to win an argument, and I am team think of those kids for this instance. Like they have bedtimes 9:45. That's so far past it. Like.
See, and Scott, I thought you were going with like, think about those kids. They got to get up and they got to go to class tomorrow. Like, now, granted, it might be virtual, but like they got to get up and they got to get their studies in. Not to mention those players got to get back to campus and get to study group. We're almost in your final season. Like, this is key classroom time for these kids. I thought you were going that way with it, but I respect the other angle more because, you know, you got to get those up and coming youth. If they don't see college basketball being played on TV, then they're probably not going to want to play basketball because like the NBA doesn't exist. So, good point.
Rex pointing out an even better point. 3 p.m. start means you don't get a surcharge for food. So there you go. You don't have that like.
Yeah, Wendy's won't be fucking with you. Like I'm going to Wendy's and let me get the lowest price on that shit. It's 3 p.m. Game's about to start. Let's go. Tell Dave to hurry up with that shit back there.
Getting them spicy nugs for $1.50 less, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the game's gonna be done by dinner time. This is fucking great. This is great. Oh, this is amazing. Everything, every championship game, Sunday.
Seriously.
Championship windows is Sunday at 3
Or they could really just do us all a favor. Like I really want them to just like you mentioned. Put this shit on a Saturday evening if you're going to do it. Like, because then people don't have to worry about work the next day at all in any form or fashion. Like, if you want to do it a little bit later, fine. And I still think no later than 8 o'clock should be any of the start times for this shit. Anything past 8 p.m. Eastern time is too late. But do it on a fucking Saturday, man.
When did this change? Because it feels like it was always 8 o'clock was like the start time growing up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Started at 8 o'clock because I remember being a young kid and having a 9 o'clock bedtime, and I would get to watch some of the game. And now it's 9:30 tip or 9:45 tip, 9:30.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Why do we keep slipping later and later? I want the game to be played. I want it to be done. And then I want to eat my dinner, have a gummy, and go to sleep. That's what I want. That's exactly how I want my Sunday to go. Watch the game, dinner, gummy, bed. Period. This is all bullshit. Okay, it's all bullshit that it's messing up because now the gummy's hitting. I'm trying to stay up later and I'm trying to keep my eyes open because I accidentally took an indica instead of sativa, and it's a it's a horrible situation, guys. Horrible situation. Trying to keep the eyes open, focusing on a game when you're a gummy.
Dude, I can't keep playing this bit, but y'all sound so old. You sound so old and like, Caesar, help me, man. Like, we need your youth. We need your youth because we old.
Oh
this
my
is so
God,
bad.
dude.
When did we get so old? God damn. Oh, 9:45 is absurd though.
But back up.
It's absurd.
Like, but back up though. Like the
Wait
sativa
till that
indica
hip-hop
thing.
You
like-
gotta. Yeah.
Oh, I've
yeah,
heard
that part of
so.
it, that's real though. Like it's like, oh man, oops. Also, I'm trying to stay up till like 8 o'clock for this game start, and I'm not gonna make it. Like,
No.
Also, no, Mike, I blame you because if you took the wrong one, why didn't you just take one of the opposite to balance it out, you pussy? Like, come on, double down. Don't just sit there and cry.
The worst part was like, edibles take a little bit to kick in. So
that is the hard part.
God, Rex, what a great idea!
Yeah.
Crank the old man drop. We need this. We totally.
yeah, we
need
do.
And you know, it's got to be the old men from the Muppets, right? It's got to be them, or it's got to be like Hank Hill shaking his fists at kids on his lawn or something.
I just want to. So here's the worst part about mixing up the indica and the sativa. It takes a while for that to kick in, so I pour myself a bourbon while I'm waiting. So then I'm a bourbon deep, and then that kicks in.
This man plays a fire.
for my life to keep the eyes open at that point. Like I can't. I can't feel the muscle. It's a whole thing. But
Yeah,
But it wouldn't happen at 3:00 on a Sunday. That's all I'm saying. Please.
Well, no, hold on. To be fair, I could see you fucking up with a gummy you took and drinking some bourbon and passing out at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. Like,
no, because I have responsibilities and things to do. So I would be up at 3:00 on a Sunday.
So you would just take the gummy, no bourbon. Got it. Or maybe bourbon, no gummy. I'm more alert. It's not 9:45 and I'm figuring out what's going on and fumbling around and getting the wrong gummies. Like you got to get the right gummies. If it's 3:00, I can find the right gummy because I'm more alert. I'm awake. And the sun's up unless there's a eclipse. Why?
That wasn't the only. So that happened. College basketball. UConn is the men's champion. God damn it! Somewhere Christian's walking around, jumping for miles on end.
I have to call myself out because the whole is SC's 3 years the most dominant ever. I kind of forgot about when UConn's women won 111 games straight. So
yeah,
I
mean, okay. So Dan Hurley said that for the last 30 years, UConn has run college basketball. And I have a hard time debating that. Like, he's actually probably right. They've got 6 titles since 1999. The next closest school has 3, and that's on the men's side. That's not even counting what the women have done during
They have 6 men's titles?
Dude, they've run the sport.
And that's the reaction because it's been so quiet.
But,
I was gonna say, they just kind of plopped them in there, and you'll just look up and it'll be like, oh, UConn won, and now they won back to back. And I was like, I thought about that earlier, and I'm like, has UConn silently been the bluest of the blood over the last at least 20 years?
Unfortunately, since 1999, it has been UConn sport. They are the kings and queens of college basketball, and I hate it. I hate every bit of it. I can't stand it. I hate Dan Hurley. I can't stand that man. He got heated and was yelling at Zach Edey during the game from a clip I saw because it happened at 1:30 in the morning. But he is screaming at Zach Edey on the court. He's just. Something about that dude rubs me the wrong way. Probably
for UConn.
He's not coaching my team. If he was coaching at X, I'd be the biggest fan of Dan. But I hate him. I hate him at UConn. But he's right. UConn is the college basketball program. Period. End of story. Nobody comes close. You can try to line somebody up against UConn. They ain't got it. They don't got it. Period.
This will probably surprise you guys zero, but I remember being 3rd, 4th grade filling out my bracket, and I just remember every year you just put UConn and UMass to go really far. And I remember asking my dad one year, I was like, "What's a UConn? Why are we always cheering for the UConns and the UMasses?" Because I thought it was it's the Wolverines or the Fighting Irish. But then that's when I got schooled of what UConn was. But it's been that long that you could almost pencil them into a Final Four and not feel like that's a terrible pick, even if they're an 8 seed, right? Because what was it when Kemba Walker was run? Weren't they almost a double-digit seed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were a mid seed. It wasn't. I don't think it was a higher seed.
And that's the thing is they've done it. They've done it every single way where they get stupid hot at the right time, kind of like NC State tried this year, and then they did the whole we'll just go wire to wire and beat the doors off everyone all season long because that's what we did last year too. And yeah, I think part of it is, I'll admit it probably colors our judgment a little bit being Xavier fans, but God, fuck UConn, man. I'm sick of them. That's the other reason why I don't want to watch the men's game because it's just boring. UConn's going to win BFD. Who cares?
They don't bother me though. I don't know. It's weird because they're just kind of there. I'm they're up there.
Because they're in the Big East, Scott.
No, I know, but it's still one of those things where I'm well, even though we're in the Big East, it feels like we're so far away from that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're in the same conference, but there's tiers to this shit. And I realize we're not on that same tier. That's fine. But so I don't know. It just doesn't bother me. I don't know why. I feel like maybe it should, but you know who else bothers me more? It feels like for whatever reason, fucking Villanova. Villanova irritates the shit out of me.
Hey, Villanova.
And I'm glad Jay Wright's no longer there. Because I really liked Jay Wright, but for whatever reason, when they win, it rubs me so much more irritating. Like
They're obnoxious.
Yeah, like UConn, I don't know. It just they don't bother me. Whereas Villanova, maybe it's because I feel like Villanova is like it's closer proximity to like us. Like that's what we're trying to do is be Villanova, and we like can't quite get there. And like I said, UConn plays in their like own universe where it's like, oh yeah, we're not even close to that, but like Nova is like attainable, but we can't quite get there.
Like UConn is in the Big East, but it doesn't feel like they're in the Big East. They're like
right, yeah, they're like they're the royalty.
They're like they hang out in the Big East for a few games every year, but really like their situation.
We're very honored to have them.
Yeah,
in the conference.
right. it's like hey, thanks for selling out that game for us.
Right, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being in this conference with us. This is cool that you guys
appreciate that. Yeah,
thank you. Like,
we
all the tickets when you come to town.
Should we have chanted Big East during that game? Like, should we have been like pull? Because that's
what
they do.
I don't do that.
You cheer for your conference, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do, SEC fans? Right? That's what. We should have just chanted Big East.
That's what Big Ten. That's what Big Ten folks do too. Don't let them off the hook. Big Ten loves to rep. Oh, that's us. Big Ten.
I saw a story that Purdue fans. So they packed in their stadium. They had like a viewing party for the game. So they had all the Purdue fans in the arena to watch the game. And before the tip off, they just started chanting "IU sucks." I was like, that's some cool Betty right there.
You know what? Good for them. Good on them, man. As a long distant Hoosier, I appreciate that because IU does suck. Like, it's fair.
Seriously, IU hasn't been shit in like 30 years. Like the entire time, like IU hasn't been shit. So
I did like. I guess I knew, but I didn't like really consciously think about it. And Gabe pointed out that Xavier does get money for each UConn win. So like, all right, cool. Like I can get behind that. That helps a little bit, but it's
another reason to like, hey,
just go away.
But it also like this goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago, where it was like when you're recruiting and you're like, hey, we play in the Big East. We got the national champions in our conference. So come get your ass kicked by them twice a year. It's really fun. You should totally come hang out at Xavier. It's great. It's a great time.
All right. Hold on. We got to break this one down in the comments here because this is fucking gold.
So
Gabe had actually said, yeah, more money for X. They get money for each win. And then Rex Emilian chiming in, damn, Gabe, Twitter doesn't need money.
Corny dad joke, but I like it.
That was solid. Yeah, that was solid. Obviously, Gabe meant Xavier, but
Gabe pointing out, don't forget the NIT champs are also from the Big East. Seton Hall took out Indiana State and
keeping that 69 best team in the conference, baby.
Yes, I'm more proud of that banner than I am the national title. I don't know.
Shut up. No, you aren't.
No, you aren't.
It's fine.
Oh, well, no, let me phrase. I'm more proud that banner is in the Big East than the national title. If Xavier had a national championship, that's no contest, obviously.
I don't know the mental gymnastics you're trying to do with that statement, but sure, whatever. We'll just kind of brush.
Hey,
past
do we want to
it.
Talk about how much money I won in basketball this year? We can do that.
No, we don't, degenerate gambler.
Oh, come on, man.
Who isn't having fun because you're the party's degenerate gambler.
I guess you didn't care enough about college basketball because we learned last week you only bet on games that you don't have a stake in. So you're like, whoa, guess how much I want in college basketball. You don't care about college basketball? Is that what you're trying to tell us today?
Yes, I do not care about the men's tournament, which is why I bet on every single round on every single game.
You know what? Let's go ahead and let's talk about college basketball for a second and how much you won in college basketball. Let's see just how much Mookie won in college basketball. And check this bracket. Let's go.
Oh, you're checking that? Well, I didn't
on this
that,
bracket. Shout out Kevin McCabe. Kevin McCabe won the Craft Brewed Sports Bracket Challenge. Good for you, Kevin.
Where the hell did I finish in that thing?
That's what I'm going to find out. Oh, top of the show. This guy, motherfucker. That's right. I
like ninth place.
So I'm the top of the table for us. Scott, you came in 13th place. Congratulations. Good work from you. Hang on, I got to keep scrolling because it's down here at the bottom.
19th, baby.
Woo! 19th place. Drew
dead last.
Jaworski, dead last in the
Wow.
group, 32 points. I don't know how you only score 30. Did you pick your bracket like just close your eyes and just tap your phone and see what happened? How do you
Oh
only
my
get
God,
32
dude.
points in the bracket?
I don't even know, man. I'm looking at it now. This is bad. This is
Dude.
like real bad.
I picked Texas to win for our fallen comrade, just to do it so that Barr would shut the hell up about filling out his bracket. And I finished in 13th. Like, what
You
the
beat Mookie.
fuck? Yeah, I mean, what the fuck were you doing? Like, if you tried at all, you should have kicked the shit out of me.
I feel like
what
Mookie,
the
see,
hell?
like I'm telling you, I think Mookie just closed his eyes and just
Well,
tapped
and all I did was like, okay, I'm taking Texas to win it all for Caesar.
and then filled.
And then I just went chalk. I just pretty much went chalk the rest of the way. I was like, and then that's it.
Also, Scott, can you get the drop ready? Because I can't
Yes.
right now. But Mookie needs to hear this one because Tyson said, not the first time Mookie's been a bottom.
He's been trying real hard all night, so I'm glad he found
How does that compare to your actual winnings?
Dude, I 5X'd, man. Like, I did big.
Oh
got-
my god.
You got $2.50 off of that 50-cent bet, huh?
No, I turned $45 into 210.
Listen, I don't unit shame. I'm not a unit shamer, but
Or no, 42 into 210. Yeah.
But
Well, I don't know. Hopefully the Rangers win tonight because the Fade the A's is not going so well. So we might need
wait,
to...
what's the score right now of that A's? Because yeah, they won 2 in a row in Detroit.
Oh, it's
That's
terrible.
furious.
Well, and then
The
they
worst
followed up. Did you see the Texas odds are so long it doesn't make up for it just by purely doubling? So
I
even
know
when
it's bad. Like it's
Yeah.
really bad right now. We're early in the season and the A's are already. We're not talking baseball, Mookie. We're talking basketball.
oh my bad. So I thought we were talking gambling. Like I thought it all just kind of folds into one subject.
oh my
Come
god,
on.
dude.
Yeah, and you're right. Show
Oh.
some respect, Tyson. I'm a power bottom motherfucker. Boom.
There's a line we need to use in the next intro. I'm a
47-30.
Oh wow.
Guys, Coach Cal left Kentucky just randomly, just all of a sudden. He's like,
What
I'm
the
out of here.
hell?
I'm going to Arkansas.
My
There's
God.
conspiracy theories galore. That thanks to Tyson Chicken and Walmart and Jerry Jones, that's why Coach Cal is going to Arkansas.
Oh my god,
and
dude.
he's going to turn it around at Arkansas. He couldn't do it at Kentucky, one of the most well-known programs in the country and a historically great college basketball program. Couldn't get it done there, but he's going to do it at Arkansas. So there you go. But apparently they've funneled in a shitload of NIL money from all of these rich alumni like Jerry Jones and the Walmart family and the owner of Tyson Chicken. And that's what swayed Coach Cal to leave Kentucky and take this job in Arkansas, which is crazy because I read that if Kentucky had fired Cal, they would have owed him like a ridiculous amount of money. But instead, because he left on his own, Kentucky, who has been wanting to get rid of this guy, fans have hated Coach Cal for years now, are like, they get zero. It's just like, great, go. You go do you. So it feels like it's one of these weird partings where everybody's happy that it happened. Like everybody's ecstatic except for the reporter who tried to interview Coach Cal, but he was walking his dogs and he wouldn't talk to anybody. He was ignoring fans, ignoring questions. He's like, I got my dogs. And he was pushing one of them in a stroller for some reason, because why not? Scott, you live with a Kentucky fan. How did Cheryl take this news of Coach Cal going to Arkansas?
Oh, she was. I don't even think I really said anything. She was just like, yeah, it was time. Like it's been time for a couple of years. And a good buddy of mine who graduated from there, he's been saying he's got to go for at least 5 or 6 years now. Now, I will say that, hater or not, I informed both of them very early on, like what the deal was, because like the deal has always been, my man has just been able to, like before, was able to just lock up all the really good talent. Like he could never really coach. Like, he got out coached all the time. But when he was getting the NBA ready players and nobody else was, well, yeah, I mean, you ran into one. But dude, on that going away video that he posted, it was so apparent that like it was 4 minutes long, and I was like, my buddy had sent this to me, and he just said, "Look at
the whole thing."
Well, here's why I did. So he says Cal's on his bullshit, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, 4 minutes. I'm not watching this whole thing. I don't give a fuck. But about 30 seconds into it, he brings up 2012. And he's like, we had 2012. And time, I'm not paying attention to what Kentucky's done all that time. And I was just like, holy shit, dude, it's been since 2012 when they won that championship. And they didn't win a single thing fucking since. Seriously, I don't know how they didn't run him out of town a lot longer ago. Because holy fuck. I know they were probably scared that they'd run into another fucking Gillespie. So, like, that was part of it. But the writing's been on the wall with Coach Cal for a long fucking time. And as soon as transfer protocol was opened and all that shit, and schools just were able to get all those guys that they weren't able to before, boom, Cal fell back to the pack and kept getting out coached and just kept getting out coached. And, I mean, this was the deal. And it was like, yo, coach, you could have just stopped at 2012 in that goodbye speech, because that's basically they were done with you because you haven't done shit for them in over 13 years, my guy. Like, all the extra shit you said after that, the next 3 minutes of that video were totally fucking pointless, because they were all like, and that's it right there, 2012, bitch, that's why you're gone. We don't give a fuck about you walking away. Like, you walked away because we were going to fire you. This isn't amicable. Like, we tried to make this better. We kept giving you chance after chance after chance. And Arkansas? That's
what's crazy.
That's what I chose. Like, come on, man. Like, we all see it. Like, nobody else even wants you, dude. Arkansas, like, perpetually shitty Arkansas. They're like, hey, yeah, come on. Name
in the same conference, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you can't even make the argument of like, oh, I just need like a different style of game or whatever. Like, God, Arkansas. Like, okay, so man. Arkansas is what, the fifth best team in the SEC? Like, you've got Kentucky, who's probably going to bounce back. You got Florida. You got Alabama. I guess. Yeah, maybe they're 4. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's middle of the pack at best.
Well, and that's what's crazy, and that shows just how far Kentucky has fallen, because, like, the article started as soon as Cal started of, like, who is going to replace Coach Cal at Kentucky? What are the candidates to replace Coach Cal? And one of the names was, like, Dan Hurley, and Dan Hurley said after the national championship game, he's like, oh, I let my wife make those choices. I'm not going anywhere, which was basically him saying, I don't want to go to Kentucky. And why would you if you're at the program that has dominated college basketball for the last 30 years? But then they mentioned Nate Oates, the coach from Alabama, who just outright said, no, I'm not going to – I'm staying in Alabama. Like, you have these coaches –
sorry, Cheryl, but I just love it.
Flat out denying Kentucky. But, guys, we did it. We have finally reached the point and I'm so excited. I want to give a shout-out to James Dater. And if you don't know that name, he's a writer for SB Nation, because James Dater did it. He did – the brave thing and wrote an article. This was posted at 2:15 p.m. Eastern yesterday that says Dawn Staley should be Kentucky's next hire as men's basketball coach. They are doing it. They're pushing for Dawn Staley to get a job. And I so want Kentucky to buy in.
A black coach, a black female coach in Kentucky. I need that.
Yes, that's what I want Kentucky to go, you know what? We're doing it. We're going to reach out. We want to interview Dawn Staley, and I want Dawn Staley to go, no, I'm good. I'm good right here. I don't need it. I want that free fall of the program to not be able to recover from Dawn Staley just being like, no, I'm set at South Carolina. I don't need to go. You guys go ahead and do your thing. I'm good over here. I want it so bad.
I know, but seriously, a female black head coach at Kentucky, oh my God, there'd be so many heads would fucking just explode.
And here's
we went from Coach Cal to this. Oh fuck, they'd be sucking dick to bring Coach Cal back, like sucking absolute 20-inch long. They'd be like, fuck it, we're so sorry, so sorry. They'd be on Arkansas doorstep that afternoon.
Gabe pointing out that Dawn's getting interviews with the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets actually have a couple female candidates that they're interviewing for their coaching job, but it's Kentucky. I want Kentucky to do it, and I want Dawn to turn them down. That'd be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing. Wait, I'm here for that. Tyson said, "Wait, hear me out, Dion."
That's good. That's good.
Rex asking the question, do y'all think the one and done hurt the recruiting? No, I don't think
so.
No,
it hurt the ability to win. It didn't hurt the recruiting.
Exactly. Like
it hurt the ability to win, man.
He was able to stitch it together with a couple of them, but when there was like 5 or 6 guys on the team that was one and done, it's hard to bring that all together cohesively. Yeah. And like Cal was just like, hey, like Scott, you said, let me just get all the talent. Let me get all the guys, get 8 out of the top 50, and then we'll win, obviously. Like, why wouldn't we? And it's like, well, but you got 8 guards, like 8 point guards, not even like a shooting guard or anyone that could even sniff a 4. So
but I mean, even when they were getting the guys at different positions, it just didn't matter because you have schools that, I mean, you just need a couple of guys who've been around. Like you just aren't going to throw 17-year-olds out there and have them rattling off championships against grown-ass men who have been playing in the same system, or at least the same system for 2 years. Because UConn isn't getting kids much further than that. But the one and done thing just stopped working because, again, those guys start spreading out a little bit more, or they started getting to Kentucky and being like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm not just going to sit here. They started spreading out and going to other schools, and it was like, yo, my man's can't actually coach. Like he was the perfect, and I said this from the get-go, like he's the perfect used car salesman. He can close a fucking deal. He can get any kid. He could sell water to a well. But he ain't coaching these kids past these other guys who can actually coach ball. That's all it is. And there's nothing wrong with that ability. Like, it was cool until the playing field got even. Then that was it.
Here's what it comes down to for me. Whenever there's a coach that is like, this is I can't, I don't want to be around this anymore. NIL, transfer portal, I can't deal with this. It's not the same game, and they bow out or dip or try to go somewhere else. You're telling on yourself.
Yeah.
Because you are totally just like, when I could do this and nobody else could, and I was cheating and I was really good at it, that's when that's when it was okay. But now that everybody can do it, no, fuck this shit. I'm out. Nick Saban, I'm on to you. Cal, you dipping and leaving Kentucky, I'm on to you. You are all just cowards bailing because now the playing field is level and everybody is all out in the open, and you can't hide from it anymore. You can't do it under the rug. You can't get the bag man to come in and drop it off. Nope. You have to, everybody's got that same opportunity. And when you bail because it's too hard now, you're a fucking piece of shit. You suck at what you do. I'm sorry. You're right. You can't coach. You can't coach.
Well, and that's the way.
Why did that drop get played?
I don't know.
Well,
but I'll take it.
It just happened.
But explain yourself.
Because when you're like, I'm on to you. I figured it out, and I thought you were educating us on it, and then he kind of drifted. And I was like, well, I put my finger over the button and held it off this long.
I know it's just irritating because he's done this before. Like, Kentucky had seen this. I mean, he did the UMass thing. Like, he always does this where, he takes that step up the first chance he gets, and then once the jig is up, he ends up having to take a step back because he either got busted for what he was doing, for breaking the rules, or everybody caught up. This is the story of Coach Cal. Just know who you're hiring. That's all I'm saying. Kentucky was so excited to fucking get him, and then they got that title, and it was like, we're back. And then they hired him to that lifetime deal and just watched as everything happened around them.
Oh God, yeah,
except for them winning a fucking title. Yeah, I mean, they doubled down on him. They were so convinced that they had done the right thing, but it was like, nobody stopped and asked the question, can he actually fucking coach?
Well, and I think the best part about it too is that he was doing that, like he was hitting the media circuit hard. He was doing like all these like booster events and UK events and whatever, and trying to build a bridge with fans and like, let's come together and be a team and figure this out. And the whole time his agent's out there dealing with Arkansas trying to get him a deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in the
and it's like
in the goodbye video, in the goodbye video, he's at the end talking about BBN, man. I still love you. We're still like, and I was like, dude, you took this Arkansas job like the minute you could, and it's clear that you had one foot out the door for a while now. Like, and it's fine because
overnight,
right there, and they're happy about it. Like Mike said, everybody won in this deal, but like, you don't have to pretend. Like, don't even put out this video. It was such a pointless video because I don't know who it was serving except for himself.
Cal's ego.
Now, right. It makes him feel good about himself.
I got to ask you, because I was watching one of our YouTube shorts, because I'm weird like that. And is Coach Cal more of a scallywag or a skeezer?
He's a skeezer for sure. He's not even like
skeezer vibes.
Yeah, like I feel like scallywags are like clever. He's just straight up dirty with his. He is a skeezer, dude.
Was that the video about Zion? And
yeah, but it starts off with Scott goes, you gotta watch out for those strippers. And he goes, scallywags or skeezers. And I just like, I commented on the video too because I was like, this shit's too good. Those strippers, scallywags, and skeezers, y'all. Watch out for them rookies. You gotta watch out for those three.
It's a good times, man.
Does that make us younger, older, or just kind of about where we've been all show? I don't know.
Yeah.
Strippers,
Guys,
scallywags, and skeezers.
Let's put a bow on this Coach Cal thing. I want to see Kentucky do the funniest thing ever. I want him to hire Rick Pitino to be the coach of Kentucky. Just bring back Rick. Just be like, listen, hey.
The sad part is, dude,
like, come on back.
The sad part is there's a certain segment of the fan who's was like, we should have never fired him. Well, I've been saying it since day one. Since day one, we should have been begging to get back his good graces. We should have done whatever we take to keep him from away from
and you
Boston.
Know what?
God damn it.
Out of curiosity, Scott, I would just ask those people where they were on January 6th.
Oh, we don't need to ask. We already know.
Guys,
I saw that. Yeah,
we're gonna do this sip, chug, drain, pour, and then I have a LeBron story, and then we're gonna get off basketball. Gabe wants to know Jay Wright.
God, this is a tough
or Pitino.
Shit.
Sip, chug, drain, pour, just based on their hair. It has nothing to do. With, the coach. It has nothing to do with finger banging a waitress or whatever in an Italian restaurant. Not all of that is out the window.
Whatever scandalous shit Jay Wright has done that we don't know about, none of it. None of it's on the board.
So Jay Wright, Coach Cal, Pitino, best hair, sip, chug.
I'll go first. This is easy to me. You obviously pour, drain Pitino because fuck that guy. Chug Coach Cal because he's got a solid thing going on. I do wonder how much of it is artificial. We'll just say that. And then absolutely sip Jay Wright. I mean, that dude on point. That fit is classic of the last. He's got a little bit of that, like, what do you call it? That salt and pepper thing going on. Like, the ladies and men go crazy for that, because we're inclusive here. But remember, consent matters.
Coach Cal also has salt and pepper, but that's besides
but he's a little bit more cheap soprano, fake Italian with it. You know what I mean?
That's a very good point. Scott, sip, chug, drain, pour. In terms of hair, Jay Wright, Coach Cal, or Pitino?
I am poor draining Coach Cal because I said it that he is a used car salesman, but I also have always felt that he looks like a used car salesman, and that hair slicked back has gone a long way to making that look possible. So I'm poor draining that shit. I am sipping Pitino because I like how as his age, his big dude, because his big old cough, it's looked more Dracula-esque. Like as he's aged, he's got this whole like Dracula thing going on. I fucking dig it, and so I dig it. Like see when you hear why, you understand. So I'm sipping Pitino, and then I'm chugging Jay Wright. Like Jay Wright's like the everyman's hair, like you said, the ladies and men love it. Like I see Jay Wright, I'm like, that motherfucker is sexy. Like it might be just like that, and it's like 90% of it is that hair, man. Like, god damn, he got a great head of hair. So yeah, I'm chugging this, but I gotta sit Patino, man. Like I said, he's pulling off that old man Dracula look, like, and I don't think like he keeps fucking bouncing around. I'm like, this is the time he dies, but like, no, he keeps coming back. Like he you might actually just be Dracula.
He might be Dracula. Like, is he at Transylvania right now or something? Where is he coaching now? Iona.
We cannot do this. We can't venture into the Levitard joke of Rick Pitino is a vampire. We can't do it. But that
Shit, is that a thing?
That's where you draw the line.
Yes, it's there. Yeah, they've got an
fuck, I didn't
ongoing
even
joke
know that. Now they're
with
gonna
Rick
god
Pitino
damn, now they're gonna think that I've done that.
Yeah.
But I honestly, hand to God, I've never heard that.
That's why I
Like,
stopped it. That's why I stepped in and said, we can't do this because that
But
gag is.
of course they did, because that show's the best. God damn it.
But that just shows the fucking parallel thoughts between this show
I
and what
know.
show. It's like,
Fuck,
goddamn,
man.
DraftKings, give us $50 million. Anyways, I'm throwing a curveball at you guys right now.
Oh man, I don't think I like this already.
I am pour draining Pitino. I'm right out the gate.
Well,
gone,
that's the right
and
move,
here's why. Here's why. Dye job. Don't appreciate it. Don't appreciate the dying. Age gracefully, fellas. Like, let it go. You get that gray in there, let it go. Pitino, that dye job, too black. It's too black. It doesn't look realistic. It looks like you got a helmet on your head. No go for me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chug Coach Cal, and then I'm sipping Jay Wright for all the reasons we've already mentioned, because that is the good old man head of hair.
Right.
That is just right there. I'm
It's like
so
the George
jealous
Clooney.
because as a redhead, I can never have salt and pepper hair. We have cinnamon and sugar hair. It's not the same. It doesn't look as good. But Jay Wright, it's
So
well,
why don't you like Patino's dye job?
because it's dye. Don't dye your hair. Let it go. Just embrace the gray. Embrace the gray. Let it happen. Just age gracefully. Don't.
Maybe
I thought there was something about the
he's
color though
getting
that
just
got
he's
you
getting-
about it.
He's getting black on the sides, and then he's gonna have like a white streak going up through the middle. I'm telling you, man, just lean into this shit. Just lean
Get the
into it.
hang on. Get the drop ready, Mookie, because
Yes.
Sarah and Tyson pointing out I said too black.
Oh, I caught that shit.
Tyson said not the first time Mike said something or someone. I never. That's bullshit, Tyson. Something or someone is too black. So,
Race card.
I was trying to trip you back into it too,
was
right
gonna
there.
say,
Like,
what's
what'd
funny
you
is-
say, Mike? What'd you say about his hair? What about his dye job?
Mookie went about it so sloppily, but he was trying to steer you back into it. And I was like, damn, does Mike not know that he said too black? Because like it was so blatant. I thought you did it. I thought you did it on purpose, so I didn't even call it out. I was like, wow, that was too late. And then I saw it in the chat, and then Mookie was like, whoa. Well, what was that, Mike? What did you say it was?
Didn't even, and you know what the worst part about it is? It didn't even register with Mookie's comments. Like I didn't even. It's still.
I was really hoping that you'd be like, it's too black, like too fucking black. I was hoping you would fall right into Mookie's trap and just go off the deep end and start bitching about how black it was. I was like, oh, come on, let this happen. Ah, damn it, he just changed up everything he said. Fuck.
But before we move off basketball, though, Mike, what would Lou Holtz say about Rick Pitino's?
He's got a great head of hair. That's a fact. Like it's a great head of hair. I just wish he just wouldn't dye it. That's all. Just let it just be natural, okay? Just how God created you. God doesn't make mistakes, so just go ahead and let God do what God does. If there's a little gray, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll bet it didn't register. Grand Wizard.
Oh, Tyson got you on that one.
Don't worry, Mike, I got you.
What's your tennis story? What do you got for tennis?
Nothing, just trying to bail you out, brother.
That's my tennis for the week.
A tournament happened somewhere. They hit the ball.
Oh,
Someone won. It was
God.
great. All right, folks, and that about wraps up tennis.
Nobody covers tennis as good as us.
I was gonna say
We got that tennis beat on lock, bitches.
Tennis experts right here all night, every Tuesday.
Just to recap, because it was so in depth, and I want to make sure that everybody grasped the entire tennis segment there. Mookie said a tournament happened somewhere and they hit the balls. That's been
I didn't even catch that far. I was laughing so hard already that I missed the actual tennis report.
And Rex saying, no, there needs to be a story. That was your story. A tournament happened. They hit some balls. Somebody won. Like, what more do you need? They had a beginning, a middle, and an end. And Sarah pointing out, who knew that tennis would be our savior?
Oh my gosh.
Probably why
dude.
Tyson says he fucking loves us.
Oh, so
I
good.
did have one more basketball story, just real quick. The LeBron Jordan debate is over. It's done. You can put it to bed. There is no other answer. Michael Jordan is the GOAT because recently LeBron said that as a kid, he wanted to play for UC because he liked their uniforms and he wanted to play for Huggins. So clearly a loser. Clearly can't be the GOAT if you're willing to go to UC and play basketball for Bob Huggins. LeBron James, not the GOAT. Michael Jordan confirmed, period.
It wasn't even that. It's just when I saw that in the rundown, I hadn't heard that story, and I just thought it was just like one of those things that just popped in as a note. Like I was just like, "Oh, this is probably just a one-liner thing." And my first thought was, "Of course he fucking did." He's like, "Well, look at they're number one. I'm gonna go to that school." Like it totally fits with LeBron. Like, look, I don't have anything against LeBron, and I don't, LeBron is great. He is what he is, but like. Even the staunchest of LeBron defenders cannot deny that man is a fucking front runner. Plain and simple. Like everything that he's ever done, any of his fandoms, anytime he showed up in support of, oh, look at me, back when the Indians were in the playoffs, it was front row. But any other time, nobody. Just like my man just loves to be in front. Like that's it. Like that didn't shock me in the least. How many other times has he said Ohio State, but only, when they had reputable things going on? Like it's LeBron.
There was a clip that I found where a reporter asked, because he's such a big fan of UC, apparently, a reporter asked LeBron James how he felt after the crosstown shootout this year. So the reporter said, LeBron, after Xavier beat UC, your favorite team as a kid, how do you feel?
I feel like poop right now.
There it is. That's LeBron.
Live drop in, and Sarah pointing out it's 8:12 Central Time, and fuck UC.
You goddamn right, Sarah.
I mean, the funny part is the response would actually, if that question had actually been asked, the first thing out of LeBron's mouth would have been like, "What? Like, huh? Who? Crosstown? What?" Like, I'd be so shocked if he even knew that was a fucking thing. Like that's how much of a front runner it is. It's like Xavier. Huh?
It's bad. Xavier? No, damn well LeBron called him Xavier. There's no way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Says
like even with the reporter coming up and saying Xavier and UC played, and he'd be like, "What? Xavier lost?" It'd be like, "Yes," proving that you know who they are. Also, do you remember that video that you literally got dunked on, motherfucker? We didn't forget, bitch. We did not forget. Jordan Crawford dunked on your ass, bitch. Don't delete the tape. It's worse. The cover up is worse than the crime, LeBron. People don't forget.
Let's talk golf.
Playing a game of whack fuck here.
Whack.
Been a while since we played that drop. It's Masters Week, guys.
We're getting to it 75 minutes into the show. About right.
Well, you got to remember, I was scrambling to figure out like what to name the show 12 minutes before we went on air, and I was like, "It's Masters Week. Fuck it, I don't know what's gonna draw." I didn't have any chance to like look at what's trending, what's not. I was just like, "Masters Week might get some clicks," and then we talked really old for the first 5 minutes.
We
of the show,
did,
so
yeah.
We might be able to draw in some fans with some SEO. Anyways, Mookie, specifically for you, I wanted to talk about some of these bets that are available for the Masters and which ones I should take, because there's a few bets on here, not great value, but I feel like if we parlay them together, we might be able to boost up some of these odds. But the Masters is here. It's all the pageantry. We're going to get to see the guys skipping the lake on 16 in the par 3 tournament. We're going to get to see the azaleas. We're going to get to see the green jacket. And most importantly, we get to see Tiger Woods back on the course. And I can't wait to see where Tiger finishes, because Tiger Woods to win the Masters is plus 14,000. Guys, I think it's officially safe to say Tiger's not back, and he ain't ever gonna be. Like, he's plus 14,000.
Oh. So not only is Gabe saying what I've been saying for the longest time, you have finally arrived at the place. I'm like, oh, Tiger, I don't want to hear a fucking thing about Tiger until he's wearing Sunday Reds. And until then, don't talk about that man. And now Vegas is telling you ain't no reason to talk about that man no more. Yeah. Tiger Woods ain't a thing, bro. And I'm glad you're finally on board.
I am 100% on board, because when I was looking at the odds, I was like, well, let's see. Oh, Scotty Scheffler. Okay, that's a good bet. John Rahm, that's it. Hey, he could win this one. And I kept scrolling, and I had to scroll like 4 times before I saw Tiger's name. And I was like, this is not good. The Masters is a small field. And if I got to scroll that much to get to Tiger, it's not good. There were names that have better odds than Tiger that I have never seen before in my life. Like names that I was like, who the fuck is that? There are amateurs that have better odds to win the Masters than Tiger.
Wow, dude.
So
Damn.
Yikes.
That's a slap in the face, man.
It's not good. Gabe is correct, though. I think you brought this comment up, Mookie.
Oh, yeah. Gabe's saying Tiger Woods misses the cut.
Of course he does.
Tiger who had sex. That's what Scott was saying. Like he's like, bring back true degenerate Tiger, and that's when we see the greatness. And
he said he's abstaining to get ready for the Masters. Like,
dude,
he's abstaining.
Yeah, that's not working
Tiger,
for him.
Don't take that. You played your best golf when you were doing the fucking like the meme of
the strippers, scallywags, and skeezers.
Yes, when you're trying to like, oh shit, my wife's here, my girlfriend's here, the waitress I fucked is over there. I got to keep them all separate. That's how Tiger Woods focused the best. Like
somebody get this man to a Perkins like yesterday. Like yesterday. Any Perkins will do. He don't give a fuck, but get him to a Perkins, give him a couple of Dems, and let this man do his thing. Because we're never seeing the old Tiger if we don't. Like, I'm just nuts.
We're never going to see it. It would be so awesome if Vegas comes out and DraftKings is like, Tiger Woods plus 14,000 to win the Masters. And then they ask him about, and he's like, listen, there's Denny's right down the street, and Vegas plus 13,000. And he's like, and there's a waitress there. They're like plus 12,000. He's like, and I'm gonna fuck that bitch. They're like minus 2,000. Tiger's winning the goddamn Masters. Mookie, let me ask you about these other bets that are available. Hole-in-one on 16 is at minus 165. How do you feel about that?
Minus 165?
Yes, there is I think over the last 10 years, there's been 10 holes in ones on 16. It's a very holeable hole.
I mean, I love it when it's easy to get it in the hole, obviously. I struggle with that apparently too, though. So
no, you don't.
Yeah. I mean, I got it done eventually. That's all that matters, right?
Was that the problem this whole time? You were in the wrong hole, Mookie. Oh boy, that's the.
I just kept trying new stuff to see what stuck. Who knew? Who knew would have taken? You know that would have worked, right? I don't like it because you're right. There's just not enough juice, man, at minus 165. But you said you're going to parlay with some stuff.
Yeah,
so you got
let's parlay it because the other two bets.
I think it's a good leg to parlay. It feels safe enough.
And here's what I can parlay it with. This is what I was thinking of parlaying it with. There is a bet: Scheffler, McIlroy, or Rahm versus the field. So if any of those three win, it's plus 185.
Ooh, would you Scheffler, McIlroy?
So basically Scheffler or Rahm, because Rory McIlroy isn't winning the Masters. Son of a bitch.
I don't know, man. The Masters feels like that one though, where you get a lot of those like random dudes coming out of nowhere. It's not like the Players or the Open where you've got a guy who's playing hot and carries it into that tournament. There's just something different about that Masters pressure. Do you have a profit boost or something else to make it worth your while?
No, but there's
doesn't feel
another
like-
leg. There's another leg I can add on to this.
Okay, all
one.
right.
And this one is the one that is the big juice.
Apparently, the girls
winner-
like the ones with 3 legs the most. So
The
I get it.
winner
Wow.
birdies the 72nd hole, and that's plus 600. That's a tough one. Because like either the match is in hand or somebody's choking. Like it's very rare to get a birdie on 72 as the winner. So because you're trying to play it safe at that point. If you got a lead, you're not going for the green. You're just playing it safe.
See, but the problem is you're coupling that with what's his name and what's Scheffler and the other guy winning.
The last two winners.
Right, but you're gambling on them having to birdie to win or just like stumbling into a birdie on that last hole. And I feel like if those dudes win, they're going to be winning going away.
So you think they're going to lay up and par?
Probably.
Par.
They're not going to need to push it. They're not going to need to go aggressive. So like something I like.
But
the
what
hole
if
in one.
what if it's Scheffler and Rahm battling against each other and they're tied going into the last hole and somebody has to birdie
Okay,
to win,
I like.
right?
All right, here's what we do. We do those 3 legs, and then you pick your favorite out of Scheffler or Rahm.
I don't
You
like
bet on them to play second.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, as a hedge, or you mean as part
As
of
a
the
hedge, yeah.
Okay, if I'm hedging, okay, all right, okay. I think we now know how to bet the Masters this week.
Perfect. That's it. That's all we got to talk about golf. It's crazy. It feels like it came up quick.
It did come up quick. It came up very quick.
Super
Also, I
quick.
feel like this is the whitest week in sports with the Masters and like baseball, like really kicking off.
Whoa.
We just had college
But also,
basketball wrap
yeah.
up, like
No, but college basketball is over, Mookie. Like it's done.
Well,
but-
not only that, college basketball is as white as it fucking gets. Like, ain't nobody black
That's
watching
true,
college
yeah.
basketball.
NBA's heating up. Playing tournament positioning is all at stake and whatnot. Like,
Nobody gives a shit about that though.
Not only that,
yeah.
hockey playoffs are heating up. We got some battles.
Oh,
going
I
on
do have
there.
a
You know
question
what?
for Scott.
Let's do that hockey. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead. Let's do
Let's
that.
not.
hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
I love how before the drop plays these, I was like, "How about no?" That's where it's like, "Nope, don't want to talk about my topic."
It's a crazy Eastern Conference race, right? Like, what do you think? Who do you think ends up in those last 2 spots for the Eastern Conference?
Oh, come on,
The
Scott.
Bulls and the Knicks.
Un, dos, tres, cuatro.
It just deserves something different than a rap air horn because it was so fast and I was not expecting it. It was just bam. Next question.
We got to go back for a second because Gabe said baseball isn't white. How many white players are there? Gabe, I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the viewership, man. How like baseball's white as fuck when it comes to who's watching the games or who's listening to the games. Like out of this show, like 1.5 people on this show are watching every single bit of baseball content they can get.
Yep, and I'm not watching any, so if that tells you anything. So
Cool.
Scott's like, I ain't watching. I'm listening to my Apple TV radio thing.
No, I mean I'm watching it and listening to it, but also the idea that it's true. Like there's nobody black watching this shit. It's like me and like that's God, it's so sad.
It's half of you.
Yeah, that too.
But Sarah, that's where I was hoping Scott would go because I'm really nervous. The Wings, they looked good coming into the All-Star break. They've faded down the stretch. It's like a toss-up, 50-50. Analysts think they may not make it. So Scott, as the true real expert on hockey, will the Wings make the playoffs and break their drought?
Nope.
Damn.
You're fucked, bro.
Ouch.
You got a baby this year though, so I mean you won there. But
Tax write-off.
not getting in the playoffs, motherfucker.
Oh shit! Which, by the way, if you haven't filed your taxes already, a great way to commit tax fraud. I mean, make a quick extra buck when you file for eco-friendly home improvements on your tax forms. They don't ask for proof.
Stop. No, stop.
What?
Stop. You started this last week off the air. No, we're not talking about ways to commit tax fraud.
It's only fraud if you get caught.
Scott, do you think the Penguins sneak into the playoffs? Because they were out. It seemed like they were out of it, and now they're right back in the thick of it. Did the Penguins sneak their way in?
Nope. Wings in, Penguins out.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
I mean, I'm just excited. That's just a happy one.
Is anybody beating Florida this year, Scott? Is this Florida's year?
No, I feel like Tampa Bay is going to come out of nowhere and swoop in and win one like they always do.
Scott, do the Oilers stand a chance even if Connor McDavid's fully healthy?
No, because Connor McDavid's been overrated his entire fucking career.
I'm so disappointed that that's the route you went with.
Yeah.
No, because they're from Edmonton and Canada isn't going to win the cup. Like, it was right there for you, man.
Well, that's fine. I mean, Canada can win a couple of rounds in the playoffs, but yeah, we know they're not going to win the fucking cup. Like, that's been proven time and time again. That's a scientific fact.
It's just not even worth talking shit about anymore. That's what he's saying. Like, that's the best part. It's like, yeah, that was known. Like, asked and answered. Come on, next question.
Tyson's got one for you, Scott. Have the Flyers made the most precipitous drop of any of the teams fighting for those last spots?
How precipitous your mom. Sorry, I had to answer that question in the way that Tyson would understand it.
Mookie Tank pointed out Mookie's the dude who shares the Pirates like
Hey man, I'm just trying to help. I'm out here trying to help my people. That's all. You know what I mean?
Hey, if you want to commit tax fraud, here's a great idea that I'll broadcast over the internet.
Damn, they're gonna audit me now, huh?
Yeah, probably. We're all
the good
getting
news is
audited.
I have proof. So,
Scott, will Austin Matthews make it to 70 goals?
Yes.
All right, good. That's what I was wondering. Sarah was shocked your answer wasn't fuck Canada.
Sorry.
Rex
I like
wants
to keep
to
you guys
know,
on your toes, though.
Rex wants to know, will Backwards K Baseball be on next week?
Yes, we're not going to miss 2 weeks in a row. I also wanted to really go off on the A's ownership and the A's and Rob. I had a whole diatribe. Like, I'm going to get to it. Like, I'm not skipping it. But trust me, I have the engines revved up to go off on that whole fucking shit.
You know what? That's a good.
Let's just dive right in.
Let's talk baseball real quick.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Because, boys, this week we got our first City Connect jerseys of the year.
Oh, God.
That is the correct reaction, Scott, because the Philadelphia Phillies released their City Connect jerseys, and they are something.
Jesus.
The jerseys themselves are like the color goes like really dark blue to like a blue teal-ish color, and it's a gradient from the pants all the way up to the shoulders.
Dude, they're Jacksonville Jaguars colors. Like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, the font, it says Philly across the chest, which I like, but the font is really weird. Like, I can't get into this font. They've got the Liberty Bell on the hat. I dig the hats. I'm not going to lie. I dig the hat.
The hat's fine, but the color scheme is just, why?
It's really bad. It's a really bad.
I can't look past the Jaguars. This is the same thing they did with the Jaguars when they tried to like mix up their jerseys. It was like they were the first to do the whole fading color thing, and it's like they just took that and slapped on Philly on it. Like, why? This doesn't have anything. Like, the city is supposed to connect to these things, right? There's supposed to be some type of meaning. Like, what the fuck is the meaning on this one? Like, somebody break this down for me.
I feel like they would have done better if their uniforms looked like the sandwiches. Like, it was just like,
yeah, we're the cheesesteaks. We're connecting to the city. Fucking nailed it. Like, if these bitches just said Patty's Pub on them and they look like softball jerseys, they would have been bigger winners. Like, what the fuck is this, Nike? This is a fail, man. Like,
what I want to know, though, this is my question. are these uniforms even going to be here in time? Because they might not. Like, they announced these uniforms, they might not get to wear them this year. Like, that's how bad the City Connect jerseys are, and that's how bad Fanatics is. Also, speaking of uniforms, Caesar's dad's here. He said,
I saw that. Yeah.
Hey, Caesar. Yeah, we're loving that shit too.
Absolutely. Not only that, Mr. Nira, we've even got, oh shit, I had to comment because it's blocking.
Oh, I got you.
We've got Caesar's name on the back of these. Mookie hooked it up.
With number 4 on it.
For a guy.
Yes, the 4 is.
They're not nearly as embarrassing as the Phillies jerseys. Like that.
They're way better.
They're infinitely better. Like, good God.
Dang,
I wouldn't wear that Philly jersey if they paid me to.
I hate to give Ryan credit, but that's where I went with it too, man. They're Philly Union colors. Like,
God, man.
I like them. I do. I think they're kind of sick, man. Like,
Mark Brunell likes them too.
Yeah, I know. And it was funny because I forget who shared it in the group chat, but like
I did.
You shared it, and then it was quickly like Mike and Matt, like, those are trash, and I was like, I'll just stay quiet because I like them, man. I think they're sick.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I guess it's clear then 2 to 3 dumpster fire on these. Like, these are not fire in any.
They're hands down dumpster, dude.
I mean, fire.
I know Mookie's saying fire, but I'm going dumpster fire. I don't like these at all. I just can't get into gradient color schemes. Like, stop doing gradient colors on your uniform.
Yeah, man.
Like this.
Whatever.
It's no good. No, what?
I mean,
no.
Well, hold on though. That's just let's call a spade here. You hate gradients, although you kind of got one on the front of yours right now that you love. So I mean,
this isn't a gradient. This is green and it's white. Like, it's not a gradient. It's
what do you
not
call
like
those boxes.
It doesn't start. No, that's not a gradient. Look at the definition. Those are lines separating the different colors. It doesn't start at dark green and then slowly fade into light green. This is a design that's totally different than a gradient. I don't think you know the word gradient.
Nope, I would agree with that.
I don't think you know what gradient means.
So Rex said the blue is for the original Swedish settlers. Is there any truth to okay.
What? That's that's like the weakest of connections. It's one of those things that, like, if the average person has to look it up really hard, like, you can't just look at it and be like, oh, I know what that is. Like, then it's trying too hard, and that's what these are doing. Like, get the fuck out of here with that text. Like, they stand next to each other and it looks like dilly dilly.
Sarah pointing out that Mike hates it when things get darker.
I mean, at least those jerseys don't have too much black in them.
It's like such an unnecessary stray, but it hit so good. So we want to go overtime, or you just let Mike stew? I don't know where you want to go with
the Mets tease their City Connect uniform, Scott. They're coming soon, and they tease. We might see Mets in purple.
Oh my God, dude!
Wait and see.
I mean, they can have a train wreck of a City Connect. It's the Mets. Like, nobody's gonna notice. It'll be like, oh, those are probably more fire than their actual jerseys. They're the Mets.
Rex,
can't wait till Matt Barr listens back to this.
I know, right? Rex pointing out we are in overtime. You are correct. Let's go ahead and head into overtime here.
Miller for 3. Oh, he banked it in. We're going to overtime.
Banked it in.
Guys, I got a football story for you. We teased at the top of the show, so we have to talk about it.
In overtime. Rex requested it in the chat. Like, he says something in the chat. We're in overtime. Tennis. And I thought you were gonna hit both of them. So when you didn't, I'm like, yo, my man Rex requested the tennis drop. Like, we're in overtime.
I was so confused. Why am I getting that? And yeah, you're right, Tyson. I banked it in, motherfucker. Cha-ching. So counts for 3.
Oh man.
Dang. Guys, this has been a show that is still happening.
fuck, man?
Oh,
By
I
the way,
like drinking real beer, man. It's fun.
I know Mookie back on the beer is that's
Oh
something.
my god, dude.
By the way, is that this has been a show.com. Nope, that's not it. I'll find that URL. I'll tweet that out. Anyways, I did have a football story for you here now that we're in overtime real quick. The Kansas City Chiefs are threatening to move out of Kansas City and move the franchise to Kansas City. I'm very confused by this whole story. Apparently, the Chiefs, there was a vote for a tax levy in the county that the Chiefs are in Missouri. The levy failed. Voters rejected it. And the Chiefs were like, well, maybe we'll move across the border then and go into Kansas. I don't know. Maybe that's going to happen. And people were like, okay, yeah, sure. That's what's going to happen. But then the wife of the Kansas City Royals owner, who also would have benefited from this tax increase, came out and said, I think both the Royals and the Chiefs are moving to Kansas. So we might the Royals and the Chiefs leave Kansas City and move to Kansas City. And that's a headline I want sprayed everywhere, is just Chiefs leave Kansas City, move to Kansas City. Scott, what do you think about this? Is that something that you think the Chiefs end up doing?
Yeah, they 100% are going to do this, and they need to. I mean, I need to see those headlines. Chiefs and Royals leave Kansas City, spurn Kansas City for Kansas City.
Did you see who's trying to get the Chiefs? Did you see who's trying to lure the Chiefs away from both Kansas Cities?
I hope it's Oakland. Like Oakland's like, we lost the Raiders, we're losing the A's. If only we could snag onto a winner like the Chiefs. Hey, come on to Oakland.
Oh my god,
That would be priceless
for that.
It is not the city that is angling for the Chiefs to relocate. The mayor of Dallas has been telling everybody possible, listen, Dallas is a city that can support two franchises. And also, the Dallas Cowboys don't play in Dallas.
They play in Arlington.
So I think the Chiefs should come to Dallas, and he is pushing hard to get the Chiefs to Dallas.
That's kind of amazing.
You look bored by all of this.
I'm just more perplexed. Like, why does he think this is going to work? Like,
I don't know if he thinks it's going to work.
I don't think he does.
Why?
This is a politician. This is a politician trying to get people to talk about him like we're doing. Like,
so
hold up. No, Gabe's onto something here. The president of the Chiefs of Dallas. Hold on. We should probably do this right, because holy shit, guys. We got a full-on conspiracy theory going here. If the president of the Chiefs is from Dallas, the Dallas mayor is petitioning and pledging to try to get the Chiefs to Dallas. Does Kansas City leave Kansas City and spurn both Kansas Cities and go to Dallas? Mookie?
Does that then mean that the Cowboys go away?
No. Dallas would have two teams.
Does it hurt the Cowboys?
No, it's still the Cowboys.
Okay.
Well, I guess, yes, it hurts the Cowboys because they're not.
I guess the question is, do you really want the Cowboys and the Chiefs that close to each other?
I do, because it'll piss off Jarrah.
Well, I just mean, like,
I'm just here to piss off Jarrah. So, yes, put like 4 teams in Dallas. And then they can be like, America's team that actually plays in Dallas. Like, that can be their slogan. Chiefs, America's team with a racist name that actually plays in Dallas. God, I want this to happen now. Can we please get the Chiefs to Dallas? Please, please.
Let's start the petition.
Oh my God, that'd be so amazing.
The St. Louis Chiefs.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's not close enough to Dallas. Like, I
want them in their backyard. Like,
yes, I want them to be the real America's team that plays in Dallas. Like, play that shit up, yo. That'd be amazing. Jarrah would be so mad. He might actually take a paternity test.
No, he wouldn't. Come on.
No, he ain't that mad.
Sarah's comment, I'm not going to read it verbatim, but she said, the Dallas Cowboys and
The Chiefs. That's what I was saying. Like, do you really want them that close to each other? They never really got along.
I like it.
I'm here for it, guys. Seriously, the Cowboys and Indians.
Story.
This is amazing.
A soccer story?
No, I was just
time. Go ahead, Mookie, real quick.
It was a bailout. Where's the button?
I got
it. And the best part is it throws back to something earlier in the show tonight. Team USA beat Canada in the She Believes Cup 5-4 in penalties. So
hell yeah.
Go US women and fuck Canada. There you go. So didn't let you down. Didn't go a whole show without saying, sticking it to Canada.
Hell yeah, bro. I let him down. Thank you for not. Thank you for picking up my slack. Appreciate you.
Yeah, team effort here.
Let's talk about these beers and what we were drinking tonight. Scott, what was in your mug? And on the Caesar scale, dog or no dog?
I was drinking Braxton Brewing Company's and Grater's collaboration of lemon meringue pie. It's a beer liner style ale with vanilla and fucking dog, Joe. Such a dog.
I thought I heard that the first time when you talked about the
Yeah, I said it wrong. I don't give a shit. Fix it for me.
It's not beer liner.
Yeah, like airliner, like beer liner. You heard me, goddammit. Hey, everybody, get on. We're going on the beer liner.
I didn't even want to correct you. I like it. I like it so much better. But added an extra E in there.
Yeah, you heard me. It's beer liner from now on. And
I stopped you because I heard you. And at first I was like, did I hear that right? I was like, maybe he's making a joke. And then you
I feel like this is like the verbal equivalent of I'm old. I don't scroll up.
It's true. It is true.
Mookie, congratulations to you, man. You
were
drinking beer for the first time in a long time on the show because you got one past
That's
the goal.
right, we did.
Mookie on the way.
We got one that stuck. We hit it out of the park finally. Tonight I was drinking Sweet Baby Jesus and absolute dog. Delicious. And I think Mike put it well. He said it's the most authentic chocolate peanut butter porter out there. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend. Absolute dog.
So good. Tank missed earlier. He said he's drinking various beers from Listerman, including Lunar Phase Eclipse and 99 Problems New England IPA. I wanted to get that one so bad. I saw that one drop and I couldn't get there in time, and I figured they were all gone, but maybe I'll have to make a trip up there. I was drinking Seeing Colors, double juicy IPA from Mookie's gonna be a daddy as he's yawning. Yes,
I know this is bad. I didn't plan appropriately.
No, that's the correct dad reaction, Mookie. To just be tired. Get used to it because you're just gonna be tired for the rest of your life. Like
I don't know. I'm gonna be
exhausted constantly.
I'm not gonna do well getting puked and shit on and stuff. That's not gonna go well.
It's easy. You get used to that real fast.
Okay.
The first night in the hospital after we had my oldest, he pissed in my face. First night, I called the nurse. I was like, can you, and she was like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, I don't know. I just got pissed on. I don't know.
Just kink the hose or something.
Get out of here so that I can shower because he pissed in my face. I don't know what to tell you. That was night one.
I'd have been like, put him back in. He's defective.
It was
pissed in my face.
It was the
He's not done baking.
Can't wait to be a dad. I'm good. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be my life. I can't wait. And then he pissed in my face on the first fucking night. I was like, are you serious? This is what fatherhood is? And then yeah, that's what fatherhood is. You just get pissed on and shit on and thrown up on forever.
So sometimes you eat the wrong gummy and you fall asleep before you see tip off. Like shit happens, man. Jesus.
Tank said he loves Seeing Colors from. He said it's the best thing Matt Cherry's done in years. I would agree. It's definitely a dog. This beer is fantastic. The ABV hits right at like 9.5. It is such a dog. Love this brew. Fellas, Tank mentioned it earlier, but this was a show. Holy shit.
Like, fuck.
It really was.
Can't be.
Congrats, Mookie.
Thanks, fans, everyone. Appreciate y'all.
Man. Yeah, that's probably the best. I don't know how you kept the secret this long, but I'm glad you did. Because
I was sober. That's how.
It's true. It is true.
Well, there's a perfect spot to end it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, tell a friend. Hit that share button. Tell a friend to check us out. Let's grow this bitch. And we can't do it without your help. We're kind of tapped out. Like we've talked to every friend we know. This is what we got. So now it's up to you to introduce the show to another friend. Tell them to subscribe to YouTube. There's stuff going up there all the time. They can find Backwards K on Mondays. They can find this show on Tuesdays. There's videos that we post for shorts. There's stuff actually happening. So go subscribe and help us out. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Crafty Sports. We're on TikTok too. And join the Facebook group. It's a lot of fun in there. Even when there is drama, it's a good time. So go hit that up. It's basically the comment section in between shows. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. Also, shout out Belly Up Sports podcast on the Media Network. Go follow them, subscribe, rate, review, help them out. There's a ton of great shows there. Too many to name. We will see you all next week. Mookie's back on the booze. You don't know what to expect. Cheers, everybody.
I'm going to work on being not too black. Mike doesn't like
God
that.
damn it. God.
You'll never walk alone, dog.
That was over the line.
Feel like poop right now.